17-6 to close out the season and getting themselves in position to make the playoffs, and then showing up last night and making a lie to me, because I thought the Indiana Pacers would be a hell of a lot better than that. But Russell Westbrook has destroyed them this season, and more power to him. He did it again last night as far as I'm concerned. Here's the thing. Russell Westbrook, everybody talks about the Wizards like this team that's never been in the playoffs. Prior to the last two seasons when they were ravaged by injury, particularly to John Wall, the Washington Wizards had made the playoffs 4 times in 5 years. They had gone to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference semifinals against Boston. It wasn't like they were off the radar or something like that. Now, Russell Westbrook's arrival definitely has elevated them, and we appreciate that. But when it comes to Russell Westbrook, excuse me, y'all, I've seen this guy in 4 conference finals. I've seen this guy in the NBA finals. But since Kevin Durant has departed from Oklahoma City, Russell Westbrook has been out of the first round in 3 of the 4 years. And last year he went to the semifinals. He had COVID and all of that other stuff, playing with James Harden in Houston, and you know, was a man amongst boys. He gave it all he had, but they couldn't beat LeBron and the Lakers. But 3 of the last 4 years he's been out in the first round, and this year's gonna make 4 of 5 years that he going home in the first round, because they ain't beat Philly. So y'all go ahead and celebrate all you want to. I want to see Russell Westbrook playing, competing for championships. And we know that the Washington Wizards have no chance of doing that.
That's right, they don't. And by the way, they almost didn't have any chance of making the playoffs, Stephen A. The number I saw was in April at some point, it was a 0.6% chance. A 1 in 200 shot. 1% chance of making the playoffs. And Russell Westbrook basically told his team, I'm going to get us there. And he did. That helps. Does it erase every bad thing that's ever happened in his career? Of course not. But it's another little piece of evidence. It helps. And by the way, you know how many point guards have ever been the best player? Let's just take the recent years on a championship team. Almost enough. You can say Steph Curry, but let me amend that. How many point guards have been the best player on a championship team where it wasn't due to injury? Right? Steph Curry was the best player on his team, didn't win Finals MVP, but was the best player on his team when they won the championship. LeBron had 2 guys hurt, Kyrie and Kevin Love hurt. Has James Harden been the best player on a championship team? CP3 been the best player on a championship team? And Kevin Durant, he hasn't really even proved that he can be the 2nd best player on a championship team. And that's fair criticism. You got to admit what's fair. But it's also fair to point out that this dude seems to have a will to win that carried his team, that looked dead in the water, to the playoffs. Stephen A., let's not forget, he came out uninspired last game, the game before this. And I was even shocked by it. Like, no, Westbrook, and he was playing a Pacers team that seemed to be playing very good basketball, inspired basketball. They beat a team in Charlotte.
Yeah, let's hit this middle court again.
Last time out. That's why you like the Pacers. That's why people are picking the Pacers. But when it was win or go home, Russell Westbrook showed up, and to pretend that didn't happen.
Nah, fuck that. They ain't got no spacing.
No. It's not about being ridiculous. It's about people like you being shameful. And here's why. Because you're the guy that feeds that kind of mentality where he's allowed to sit around and act like people are hating on him. That is not true. When has Russell Westbrook been hated on over the last 4 years? When Kevin Durant departed from OKC, we blamed Kevin Durant. How do you go from a Game 7 in a conference final to sitting up there saying basically you can't win with this guy? How do you do that? We pointed the finger at Kevin Durant. We pointed the finger at Kevin Durant, leaving him high and dry and leaving him to absorb whatever level of little criticism was thrown in his direction when people were looking at his point guard play. We raved about the triple-double. He was voted a league MVP. We recognized his greatness.
Let's get it, yo.
And how great he is. And then somehow, some way, because somebody reminds him of that greatness and talks about how we want to see this greatness when it really, really matters. Deep into the...
Oh, damn. This is a slide from playmaker, son. Hey, communicate, bro. That's all I ask for. Play defense and communicate.
Well done, sir.
Yo, I know. Hey, Bull. Let this bitch ride. Play shot, glass finisher. Hey, y'all wanna see a dead body? I'm finna make RYZ disappear. Watch this. I'm finna make this nigga disappear off the entire fucking game. Guard up, y'all. Guard up. I live with that too. I live with that too. Let's go. I live with that too. Let's go. Hey. Yep, 2 for 2. Let's go. And take away them threes. I'ma hedge hard. I'ma help y'all as much as I can. Yep. Let me get that down that middle. Thank you. Yep. Hold on. There we go.
After that RDA fight, they took my contract, but still had 3 more fights on it. They threw it out and they said, "Here's your new one," and it was a good one. It's the one I've always wanted, or at least close to it. You know, obviously, if I keep winning fights, it'll get better. But who am I gonna fight? Who am I gonna fight right now? There's me that are amazing. Islam Makhachev, Diego Fajeda, Gregor Gillespie. Yeah, they can probably beat me. I can probably beat them. I'm not excited about it. Tony Ferguson, 3-fight losing streak. Not excited about that. Don't want to do that. I don't want to do, you know, a week in the hospital, breaking my orbital, breaking my face, puncturing a lung. You know, more scars and cuts than I can even count. I don't want that anymore.
Do you know when the moment was that like you actually decided like, yes, that's it? Because I mean, you mentioned some things that you've witnessed, but you know, you still have to make a final decision. When was it?
My mom brought up a good point. She said when I was younger, well, younger as in, you know, throughout most of my career, that if I couldn't
Hey, can I get a body, yo?
An MMA gym, it's either ads,
let me get that.
grapple, spar.
Hey, can I get that body?
Lose my freaking
Yep. Hey, just let me. Can I get a clear out?
I have not
Over here.
been in an MMA
You got
gym.
those? Oh, come on, bro. I asked for one body. We up. Playing hell of a defense for y'all.
Where I did 5 rounds, and then it was like, I don't feel like doing this. So yeah, that spark.
Come on, man. Nigga, I asked for one body, G.
It just wasn't there anymore.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
wow, you're right. If I'm not itching to even get to training and do this stuff, and I'm getting fight offers, and I'm just not. And the only reason it took this long is because I really gave everybody a chance to kind of convince me, and the UFC was really patient with me and really good with me. Sean Shelby called me several times, had a conversation with me to see where my head was at. We had this conversation twice now recently, and then the second one I finally called him back the other day, and I was like, I'm retiring on Saturday. I'm done. I just
baby ass nigga. I told you, give me a body.
Watching the highlights and stuff like that was getting me emotional. And I just can't believe it's been October of 2014. I still remember that week in Canada, you know, Halifax, Canada, like it was yesterday. And, you know, Danny Castillo knockout.
But still.
Yeah, it's been...
we get that. Oh, good shot. Great shot.
But I said, if I'm not going to be the champion, if I'm not going to fight for that belt, then it's time to hang it up. And that's just, I don't see myself beating all these guys ahead of me.
Well, I was going to say, so that's the interesting part, right? Like, it sounds like you're really comfortable with the decision, but Charles Oliveira wins the title. Is there any part of you that, like, the blood started flowing inside of you? Like, wait a minute.
It didn't. And if you're the last guy to knock out the current champion and you're not because it's not the same guy. He's a beast now. I'm not saying I couldn't potentially beat him. I still think to this day that there's not a guy on the roster that on any given day, I couldn't beat. But I just don't think I'm going to get the fights and then string together the wins that are going to give me the momentum to get to that fight when you've
If
got
y'all give me the ball, bro, I
Poirier
can end
and
this
McGregor
game.
fight coming up. You've got Charles with the belt, and Chandler still in the mix. Hooker doesn't have a fight right now. Makhachev is surging right now. I'm not going to beat all of them. And one setback is just like, all right, that's it. I'm not going to get there. So I'll just hold on to that.
Bro, y'all niggas just give me the ball.
Get the hell out of here. Be like, all right, yep, you're never getting that one back, buddy. I knocked your ass out, but now you're the champion and you look great doing it. And your teeth, they're fantastic. Where do I go to get them done?
Last thing for me, I guess. So with this done,
Give me the ball,
what's
please.
the first triathlon?
Please.
June 6th. I'm peaking.
Can I get that right back? Bro, let me get us to 20.
170 pounds. You know, after certain runs, I was 168 pounds.
Oh my God, bro. You dumb. Why?
June 6th, half Ironman.
You lost the ball, G.
I did 12 miles this morning before the show at a 7:38 per mile pace for almost 12 miles. I mean, that's not where I want it to be. I want to get to the point where I'm competitive enough in that sport that I can win as an age grouper. And my
That's why I'm like, G, just give me the ball. You just stop being dumb, bro.
You don't really
I'm untouchable, nigga.
In endurance sports until
Even if they get a 3,
older,
hey, they can't touch me.
It's kind of boring. It takes older guys to kind of enjoy this shit.
Paul, there's something about the short notice of the RDA fight that kind of excited you. So why not just
Told you, bro. Just give me the fucking ball. Y'all niggas missing for no reason.
Why would you make this decision to actually